Welcome to Section 2 of the Madison County Board of Elections Inspector Training, Setting Up the Poll Site. In this video, you will learn in greater detail how inspectors will be assigned to set up voting machines, as well as district tables. When the inspectors arrive at the poll site, it's time to get to work. Inspectors will work in teams of one Democrat and one Republican for all election procedures. The first order of business for inspectors is setting up the voting machines. The ImageCast machine will be moved into place, making sure that there is enough room at the BMD end of the machine to accommodate a wheelchair. Make sure you lock the wheels on the machine. Unpack the machine and retrieve the green election envelope from the inspector's supply bag. Compare the machine number with the envelope and the seal numbers on the security report to the seals on the machine. Remove all the supplies and deliver the ballot bag to the district table. If there is more than one district at the poll site, be sure the ballots are delivered to the correct district table. Plug the ImageCast in and press the power button on. While the ImageCast is powering on, set up the ATI. When the machine starts beeping, press the I button to the security keypad. The LCD screen will request a password. Enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, verify the time and date. On the administrative menu, confirm the ballots cast is 0. Next, press Open Polls, and then print the 0 report. Verify the candidate names and record the vote, 0, and protective counter on the security report. Sign the opening tape and place it in the red security pouch. Also, make sure the ballot box is empty and reseal the door with a yellow seal. Now you will learn how a team of inspectors will be setting up a district table. First, open the sealed side pocket and give the green election envelope to the inspectors opening the ImageCast machine. Next, open the main compartment of the inspector bag and set the supplies out on the table. The bag should include poll books, a yellow tablet, maps and street lists, a magnifying sheet, a sample ballot, the blue ImageCast manual, name tags, a yellow folder, a brown folder, a sign folder, a pencil box with supplies, and flags and lights if necessary. Once all items are accounted for, the brown folder, maps, and street lists and ImageCast manual can go back in the inspector bag. Once the signs are posted, pens distributed, and inspectors tagged, try to keep supplies in the inspector bag when you're not using them. Keep the table neat with the sample ballot, poll books, and the yellow tablet. Now, make sure the ballot bag has the correct district number and open the ballot bag. Confirm the ballot inventory sheet. Place the privacy folders and the first set of ballots on the table. Now the finishing touches for all inspectors to finish setting up the poll site. Place the posting board where it is easily visible. Open the pack flat ballot marking booth. Place the scanner station at the ImageCast machine, and set up the wait here and distance marker signs. One inspector will be responsible for making sure the poll site is completely accessible. The temporary accessibility supplies need to be properly placed and plenty of signs posted to direct voters to the accessible entrance. Make sure the aisles and walkways are at least 36 inches wide. The room needs to be set up with pathways wide enough for a wheelchair to easily be maneuvered through the entrance, past the sign-in table, to the ballot marking booth and the ImageCast scanner. The route to travel from the accessible parking spot to the room also needs to have an even grade and be clearly marked. Signs will be included in the inspector supply bag, and temporary accessibility supplies such as parking cones and threshold ramps will be provided if needed. 10 minutes before opening the polls, review the paperwork, signing the ballot inventory sheet and the polls open on the security report. Review the poll site setup and make sure the room looks neat and is easy to navigate. Now, at the appointed time, 6 a.m. for general elections and noon for a primary or village election, you may unlock the door for the voters. Now, the most important thing to remember on Election Day is to be considerate to all voters, election personnel, and the poll site building and any of its occupants. You, as the inspector, have an enormous responsibility, equivalent to holding a dinner party in someone else's house, for hundreds of strangers, for 15 hours, and then cleaning up like it never happened. But don't worry, with all this information and a positive attitude in mind, you and your fellow inspectors will have a very successful poll site on Election Day. This concludes Section 2 of the Madison County Board of Elections Inspector Training. In the next section, you will learn more specifics about your Election Day routine.